Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn the numbers from 10 to 100, but I'm not going to explain all the details in this video because it's not so easy, it's a bit complicated and I will need another video to explain all the things. Also, before watching this one, make sure that you watch the previous video about numbers from 1 to 10 because that's how we compose other numbers. Before starting it, I want to tell you that it's not very similar to English system. If it's similar to any system, I think it's similar to French. I don't know all the languages, of course, so if you're thinking that it looks like your language, you can leave the comment. I really don't know and I wonder if it's like that. And I don't want to lose the time now, so I will start telling you and explaining all these numbers to you. First of all, I want to count from 11 to 20. You can repeat after me, and after I will explain to you how it works. So when you know the system, it's easy to make them on your own without just memorizing them. 11 is tertmeti. 12 is tormeti. 13 is tsameti. 14 is totmeti. 15 tchutmeti. 16 tekvsmeti. 17 chvidmeti. 18 tvrameti. 19 tsrameti. And 20 is otsi. You can pause the video and in case you can repeat those without me. If you did it very good, I hope you're able to read and pronounce. I know it's not super easy, but I hope that in the end of this video you will be able to pronounce them well. What is really happening about the numbers is that in the beginning of the number we have the letter 2, which represents ati. That's how it was in old times in Georgian. 2 means ati, and in the end of the word we have meti. And if we want to say tertmeti, for example, it means that it wants more than ati. So how do we make the words? How do we make all these numbers? We take the letter 2. Then we put the word, we put the number that we want, like 12, for example, would be tormeti. Here we have 2, here we have or. Normally 2 is ori, but we have to remove e, and after we put again meti. So maybe in old Georgian it was atormeti, and then you see how it was working. We remove a and e from ati, e from ori, and we leave meti. So this is how it works. Like in English, you would say 13, 14, 15, and in Georgian we say meti. The difference is that when it's about 13, 17, 18, and 19, it's a bit different, and I'm going to explain now. In case of tsameti, what is happening is that as we had 2, and then su together, su because we have sami is 3, su and 2 together became tsu. Of course, it's easier to say tsameti instead of tsameti because anyway, that's how it sounds. About 17, what is happening is that we had 2 and shu because 7 is shvidi, but instead of saying shvidmeti, we're saying chvidmeti. It's a language, it's changing, it's getting more comfortable, I hope, so it has to be also working for people. Easier to say chvidmeti instead of shvidmeti. Then we have 18. What is happening here is that normally 8 is rva, but when we say 18, it becomes tvrameti. So ruvu, 2 becomes tu ruvu. It's just reversed. And 19 is like 13. We had 2, and then we had 2 because 9 is 9, and instead of saying 19, we just say 19. Anyway, that's how it sounds. $11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. We always remove E from those numbers, like erti, ori becomes ert or sam, but we keep A in rva and tzra. It's tvrameti and it's tzrameti. It's not tvrmeti, it's not tzrmeti. Tvrameti da tzrameti. To make numbers from 20 to 30, what we do is that we say 20 and number, like 20 and 1, 20 and 2, 20 and 4. We do this by dropping the final E from otsi. So we don't say otsi, we say ots, and we say da, and then we say number. Magalitat, for example, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You can still pause the video, you can read those numbers, or you can repeat after me. And after that, I will explain how to say 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. In English, you would say 30, 40, 50, 60, but in Georgian it's different. 30 is 20 and 10. 20. 20. 40 is 2 times 20, and in the middle we have m, or mo, si. So we say 2 m 20, or mozi. To say 50, we say 40 and 10. To say 40, we have to say or mozi. So we say or mozdaati, or mozdaati. To say 60, we say 3 times 20. Sa mozi, sam ozi. To say 70, we say 60 and 10. So that's samozdati, samozdati. To say 80, we say 4 times 20, which is otrmotzi, otrmotzi. To say 90, we say 90 and 10, otrmotzdati. 80. The thing is that if the number can be divided into 2, that's very easy. You say 2 times 20, 3 times 20, 4 times 20, like ormotsi, samotsi, otrmotsi, 40, 60, and 80. I will repeat them. Ormotsi, samotsi, otrmotsi. But if you say 30, 50, 70, and 90, you have to say previous number and 10. Magalitat, for example, 30, ozdati, 50, ormozdati, 70, samozdati, 90, otrmozdati. To make numbers like 41, 61, 81, or any number that starts with 40 or 60 and 80, you do them as you would do for numbers in 20s. Like 48 would be 48, which is exactly like 40 and 8. 48. If you want to say 61, you will say 61, which is 60 and 1. 61. To say 85, you say 85. It was the same in case of 21, 22, you were saying 21, 22. If it was 41, you will say 41. If it was 42, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. And then we have 50, which is 50. You do this only with 20s, 40s, 60s, and 80s. When we are talking about 30s, 50s, 70s, and 90s, this is not gonna happen today. I'm not going to explain this today because I believe that it's gonna be too complicated, and I prefer to make shorter videos, but the ones that you're gonna memorize in a better way. Now we can practice with all this and we see the situations where we can use the numbers. For example, age. How do you say, how old are you? You say, რამდენი წლის ხარ? რამდენი წლის ხარ? If you are speaking to someone you know, and if you want to say in a polite form, you say, რამდენი წლის ხართ? რამდენი წლის ხართ? Რამდენი is how many, how much. Წელი is year and ხარ is you are, but we don't say რამდენი წელი ხარ. We say how many years of, or I would say like of how many years are you. And it's რამდენი წლის ხართ. Წელი becomes წლის. And if you want to say, for example, I'm 20 years old, you say მე ვარ 28 წლის. So you say I am, then number and წლის. You don't say წელი. I'm of 28, I'm of 40, I'm of 60. Or you can say მე ვარ 28. So is from წლის goes to the number. And the easiest way to say, it's just to say the number plus is. 28. But I'm not saying that you will not hear people saying just like 28 or 5 or 10. Just the correct way would be to say number and is. მაგალითად 10-ის, 15-ის, 80-ის, 100-ის. To say I'm 18 years old would be მე ვარ 18 წლის. მე ვარ 18 წლის. Or მე ვარ 18-ის or just 18-ის. Also, if you're speaking about someone's age, like your friend, you can say ჩემი მეგობარი, my friend, ჩემი მეგობარი is 18. არის 18 წლის. ჩემი მეგობარი არის 18 წლის. Or my sister is 18 years old. ჩემი და, my sister is, ჩემი და არის 18 წლის. In some languages we say I have 20 years or something like that, but in Georgia we say I am, number and წლის, like you do in English. If you want to say my phone number is, you say ჩემი ტელეფონის ნომერია. ჩემი ტელეფონის ნომერია. In a very short way, you would say ჩემი ნომერია. Let's try to see if you can say those numbers. You can pause the video, you can say aloud, and after you can check it with me. It would be 3, 2, 9, 17, 42, 90. Again, 3, 2, 9, 17, 42, 90. I hope that this number doesn't belong to anyone. It is something really random. That's all for today. There were a lot of things, so make sure that you watch more than once. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe this channel if you want and if you want to learn Georgian. And bye bye. Nahwamdis.